Hi, welcome back to Bean Crazy Custom Creations. Now, today, I already have it dusted, but I'm going to show you what I dusted it with. We're going to do the wolf, and I already, while I was marking some spots, I looked at it on Amazon, trying to figure out what parts don't get poured. Yeah. And Sharpie doesn't stay on there very well, trying to mark it so that I would know which parts don't get poured. So what I'm going to do is just pour the whole thing and do what I did with the dragon clock. The parts that don't get poured, that pop out, I will just leave them in the mold. So that way I know the next time I pour it that those parts won't be getting poured. And that's what I did with the dragon clock. I put the parts back in there so that I knew those parts didn't get poured. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. It may be a little bit of a waste on using, it may be a waste, but that's how I'm going to do it. Okay. These are the colors that I chose. First of all, I chose Torginol Pigment, and I chose Dolphin, which is a grayish color. Let me show you here. I'll bring you down a little bit. It's a kind of a shimmery gray that I chose for the body to go on top of the other colors. Then for the sky, I chose Resin Mica Powder Silver Blue, which is a really pretty blue. Okay. Then I used Resin Intense Chameleon powders. I used the color for the brown color, I used Maple, which, let me show you, it's kind of a really intense silvery, almost a copper color. And then I used, for the trees, I used the, if I can find it, I used the Intense Chameleon powder. I used green, and it's pretty dark green. Okay, that's what I use for the trees. The trees, and the maple for that color. That's the silver, or the dolphin. Okay. Then in here, I kind of did like a zigzag mix of maple, Intense Chameleon powder maple. Then I did the Resin Holographic. I did the really fine and put it in there for a color. And it's really fine powder, but it's holographic. And that is the one I use, but it's always hard to get these open, and you don't want to spill them. It's really fine holographic powder. I kind of put that in there in the zigzags and the maple and the dolphin, Torginol Dolphin. And that's what I came up with. Now, what I'm doing right now is warming drop my brush out. Warming up my resin on this little, it's a coffee warmer plate. I'm trying to warm it up so it won't be so thick. And then we're going to pour this with a black background. And like I said, I'm pouring everything. So if there's pieces that don't need to be poured, I will just pop them back in the place when I'm done and leave them in the mold so I know that that piece doesn't get poured. To me, it may seem a little wasteful, but to me, it's an easier thing to do. I've got him on my heat mat because he won't, I think he's too big to fit in the machine. And so I'm going to let my resin warm up a little more, and then I'm going to, I seen Marvelous Artsy did the wolf. And she said it took about 5 ounces. And I think she poured it all too, which is what I'm going to do. Let me show you. I want to show you what I did to the dragons from the last video. I kind of thought the colors didn't really pop for me too much. So I hit him with some silver and some gold in the scales. And it made it a lot brighter. But I know now that those pigments aren't very dark. So I'm either going to have to use something else with them or add something else to them to darken them up. I got another project to do after this. It's a surprise, so it's another dragon head, but it's going to be a new spin on a dragon head. So we'll see that. All right, let me jump off of here, get my mask on, get my resin mixed up, and we'll come back and we'll pour this. And we're going to use Let's Resin Black Mica powder to pour it in. I just wish that mat didn't bubble so bad. I don't know what to do about the bubbles. I've taped it down as best I can, but it still bubbles up. Hopefully this wolf will be... I may have to... Now let me get some sticks out now, because I might need some. Alright, I'll be back when I get the resin mixed up. Okay, I'm back. I got my resin mixed up. I set it on the warming plate for just a little bit because the resin was really cold. And it just makes it harder to mix when it's that cold. I tried shutting my basement vents off, and I don't know, I guess I'm just gonna have to find a place upstairs to store my resin instead of storing it down here. Find a place upstairs where it's warm enough that because it gets pretty, with the air conditioner running, it gets pretty cool down here. So, I don't know. I gotta make sure I got all this black mixed in. I'm not real sure I made enough. I thought I did, but this doesn't have ounces on the cup, so I don't know if I actually made up 5 ounces or I did not. We'll see. I may have to make some more up. Get this off my stick. Scrape it and stir it again, just to make sure. Alright, we're going to see how this comes out. It's actually a present for somebody. I'm not going to say who, but they might know who, so. Alright, I'll put my stick on the paper towel there. Alright, like I said before, I'm just going to pour the whole thing. Start up here and just start pouring. I don't know what's what, so I'm going to pour it all. I hate this little thin spots. Those are the worst spots for me to pour, is the little thin spots. Oh, I think I went over there. Darn it. I'm hoping I don't have to prop it on something, Could happen. Could happen down here. Never know. I maybe ought to give it a minute and let it see where it's going to run, because it looks to me like it's running up there. I don't think I overpoured that much. Yeah, it seems to be running up there. Maybe I did overpour it that much. No, I don't think so. I think it's running. So I don't knock it over while I'm trying to pick up this mess. It's just, yeah, I think I might have to put a stick under that end there. I'm just gonna clean it up. I'm not gonna mess with trying to scrape it and put it back in there. Yeah, I'm just making a bigger mess trying to clean it up. Alright, let's, yeah, darn it. Stick your finger in it. That doesn't help. Come on, move. I know you're stuck. I'm trying to clean up my mat so that it's not stuck to it, but I'm going to have to get out another wipe, I think. Thank Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie for the alcohol wipes, because I used the heck out of them. They may be small, but they work. Alright. I can't really lift it up and clean it. That's the problem. It's underneath the mold there. And if I lift it, I'm gonna spill it somewhere else. So I'm just gonna have to do what I can do here. Maybe I need to scoot it up some. See how. Yeah, I can see that mat already. It's not even turned on and it bows so badly. But I'm trying to keep the wolf on the mat, because that's where I want it. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Let's do this real quick. I don't want to do that, really. I just want to keep it from... I don't want to stuff it all the way under there. I just kind of want to keep it, the tip on it, for the moment, because I don't have very much left, and I'm probably going to have to mix up some more. Simply because I'm pouring in spots where it's not supposed to be poured, but oh well. It happens. If I have to mix up a little more, no big deal. Well, it kind of is a big deal, but, you know, I thought I mixed enough to begin with, and I evidently did not. That's okay. I'll mix up a little bit more just to fill it in. I'm just hoping it doesn't, it's not too unlevel, because I don't think I'm going to need a whole lot more, but I am going to need some more. I need some more. Alright, let me jump off here and mix up just a little bit more. And then we'll be back and finish pouring it. Let's just see, because I'm not real sure. I mean, I could move some this way, but I don't know. I may have to stick some sticks under some other portions of it, it looks like. Okay, let's lay that down and see what happens. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't want it going over on that side. Alright, let me mix up some more resin, just a little bit more. Okay, I just mixed up just a little bit more, and I don't know how to keep it, because if I put a stick under one side, then it wants to run to the other side. And my leveling board would have been great. Maybe I should just put it on the leveling board and just let it go, because I wouldn't be able to put it on the heat mat. Some of these pieces that are sticking out are pieces I'm not sure need to be poured anyway. So I'm only going to pour a little bit in here. Just fill up the pieces that I think need to be filled up. I think that ear is, and that's okay because that doesn't really need to be poured. Pretty sure that, but that tree, those trees need some more in them. That one's pretty full over here. Make sure my wolf is full too. I can't see him, but I'm hoping he's full. Put some more here in the middle. I'm not worried about whether I mean, if it goes over, it goes over. Ain't no way I can stop it. But that side seems to have less in it than the other side. And I don't know why. It could be the mat. It's probably what it is. It's just the mat's all jacked up. They're great tools, but once you use them for a while, pretty much bubble up bad. I mean, I wish I could get this in the machine, but it's too big of a mold to fit in there. And I can't wait to get that vacuum machine to take the bubbles out of my epoxy. Yeah, that I can't wait for. Alright, I better stop or I'm going to overfill a bunch of stuff, and I don't want to do that. I'm pretty sure this part of the ear is not supposed to be poured. It'd just pop out anyway. And some of the other pieces I did pour in are going to pop out also. So what I'm going to do, I don't really want to heat it up anymore than I have, because I've heated it to take the bubbles out, and yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't know why that edge there doesn't look like it's poured all the way, but it is what it is. I'm trying to figure out, I guess I'll have to put my little hanger on there afterwards, because a lot of these parts are going to pop out and I don't know exactly where to put the hanger. So I'm going to do that afterwards. Let me wipe up this stick. Well, I don't want to wipe it yet. I'm going to have to find something to pour that black in. Let's see. I don't really want a black. I really didn't want a black turtle. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I want to dust him with something and pour him black. I got some sea creatures here that I'd like to pour. It's got a piece of... let's see. No, I don't think I want them black. Unless I was going to dust them with something. I don't want them black. Give me this wolf here. I just pour the rest of the black in it. It'll be a starting anyway. It won't fill it, but it'll at least start the wolf. It is what it is. There's, yeah, I have to use it up somehow. And the neighbor kids and my grandkids like these, so it'll work. Alright, let me, man, I'm almost afraid to spritz it. But I got some bubbles, and I do need the bubbles to go away before I turn on the... Alright, I don't know. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'd like to pop them bubbles, though. Okay, I'm not gonna heat it anymore, because if I do, I'm gonna have a mess. It'll be running over, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm just gonna turn my heat mat on for 2 hours, and I shall see you when it's done. Good morning, y'all, and welcome back. Okay, it's all cured, so let me get you down and we'll demold it. Yeah, this was quite the little mess. I mean, it ran over again yesterday as it was on the heat mat. So we're going to turn it this way. And I know I poured some spots that didn't need to be poured, so I'm just going to pull it out of the mold here, and we'll look at it together as I'm unmolding it. Oh, I hope my microphone's on. If not, it is now. I'll do this easy. I know there's some spots that need to be pushed out, really. Yep, there is. Darn it. Yep, and they're kind of sealed in there, so I'll be doing some cutting. I didn't think they'd be sealed in there like that. And probably wouldn't have been had I not had them on the, had it on the heat mat. I got a little over pour. Yeah, I thought I got all them air bubbles too. Let me cut him out real quick and then we'll show, because there's pieces in there that aren't staying. So let me get those pieces cut out and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and I want to tell you, don't do what I did with this wolf mold. I just poured everything. Don't do that. Don't do that. Figure out what's supposed to be poured and what's not supposed to be poured and just pour that. This was, I had to get my hot knife out. That's how bad it was. And now I see a lot of air bubbles, and I think I'm gonna put a clear coat over the top of it because it's a present for someone, and I don't want to get it. There's some air bubbles I see really bad on the top, but here's what it looks like. There's the wolf, and I've got hollow prism or holographic in it. I do like the way it come out, but you can't even tell that my sky was supposed to be blue and that there was a lot of gray in that too. Probably the black is why, but that's what it turned out to be like. And there's a lot of, I know it's hard to see, but there's some air bubbles. Not bad, but I don't like it. It's a gift, so I wanted it to be cool looking. And it is pretty cool looking, but do not pour all the spots that aren't supposed to be poured. I did it before on my dragon clock, and that was pretty easy, but I wouldn't do it again. No way would I do it again. Okay, I have a blessing box also. I've had a couple blessing boxes, but I gotta show you what I got. It's just so cool. This is from Stacy, the crafty cat. This is my new tumbler that she made me. Look at that dragon. It's just so cool. I love it, Miss Stacy. I love it. You did an awesome job on it. Awesome. I tip it, but it's just awesome. I love that dragon. So if you haven't checked her channel out, you need to check it out. It's Stacy _the crafty cat. And she's got some really awesome tumblers over there. And, if you want a certain, if you want a certain thing, maybe she'll be able to make it for you. You just have to tell her what you want. So, now, yay, I got another blessing box from Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. Okay, I got to show you what I got, and I got to get my tablet out because I got to put them in Daisy the Sugar Skull. Okay. This one came today. Yeah, I thought it would be bigger than that, but hey, it is what it is. Let me turn that light down a little bit. It's too bright. It's double dragons. Another double dragon. Yay. From Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. Yeah, she got that one off of Amazon. So that was on my Amazon wish list. Okay, and then I got, let me get the box up here. Move my wolf here and put the box. got, kind of thought the eagle would be bigger than that, but I got an eagle. Take him out because you really can't see him through the plastic. It's pretty detailed. It's pretty detailed for an eagle. It's pretty cool. That's cool. And sticking it back in this bag sucks, so I'll find another bag for it because I'm not putting it back. Oh! And I got this, which is a spoon rest. I'm not real. Oh, I get it. There's the spoon rest. Now, I don't know if there's anything else in here that goes with it. Not real sure what that is. Have to look. She got these off of Temu. Oh, it's a bull. It's a bull head. And it looks like it's kind of like a bowl. But it's a bull head. Kind of hard to see in the plastic. I had to read the back of it just to see what it said it was. But now I can see, if you look at it, it's a bull head. And I think it's a bowl. Or I guess it could be a spoon rest. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. There we go. Okay, I'll stick it back in the plastic. Sorry if I don't like these plastic bags, but my basement's probably pretty dusty, so I don't want it collecting dust before I even do it. Okay, what else did I get? She got me another mixing bowl, a mixing cup. You know, like I said, you can never have enough of these. Another mixing cup. Yay! I love those. Now I have 3 or 4 of them. Okay, what else did I get? What is this? She knows I like those little jewelry boxes and containers. So that's what this is. It goes like, hold on, it goes like this. Here's the lid. Pretty cool. And it's gonna be hard to get back in this stupid bag. I guess if I put it back in there right, it might not be. I gotta get me some more Ziploc bags for down here too, because I don't leave mine in these bags. I just put them in Ziploc bags. Make a lot less noise. Okay, spoon rest. Let's open it. Well, maybe we'll open it up. That's a big old spoon rest now. Yep. That's cool. That's cool. We've been looking at these. So, now, I'm supposing she's wanting me to do her one, but I think they have a gas stove, so I'm going to have to be careful about, I won't be able to set it on their stove. But I got to put them in Daisy. So I need to get them in there. And I'm gonna put Miss Stacy in there too. You know. Alright. So let's get Miss Stacy in there and Miss Jeannie and Mr. Allen in there. Let's use a different color here. Okay. I gotta get them in there 4 times. Might as well write them on the same, really, because actually it goes to the same place. So, it doesn't matter. It really does go to the same place. Same household. So, instead of writing it 4 times on, I'll just write them together. And that'll work. But I'm trying to make all of my little tabs the same size. And I got another project coming up. It's a special project for the winner of the 200 subscriber giveaway. She requested something, so I gotta make her something. And where are my scissors? Okay. And I was glad to see Miss Wanda again. I haven't seen her in a while, and I was having a Wanda Blessed Creations withdrawal. Because that's my nighttime thing. I watch it when before I get ready to go to sleep. Or, you know, I really like to watch them on my TV. Because it's easier for me to, bigger picture and everything. But I don't like that I can watch them on my TV, but I have to go on my phone to, you know, give them a like and put my comment. But it's okay. I mean, I just like watching them on the TV. Oh, and I forgot. I gotta get them off my phone, too. I got a couple, some new channels that I need to add to my list here. Let me go back to my subscription here. I need to write me a new list, but let me write these down so I can remember to add them to my list. And there is, no, I already have Sam I Am added to my list. I'm sorry, I'm just going to take a few minutes just to look, because I know there's a couple others that, there were a couple other new ones that I have not put on my list. Sure I really want to check and see if they actually have a channel on. She has a channel. She doesn't really do, yeah, let's put her on there anyway. I just want to add these people. Man, my thumb's really hurting. I did a oopsie with the hot knife. So it's pretty, it kind of hurts. Okay, I think that's all. So let me do my shout outs, and let me get my names written up first. I need 5 of them. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Get them written up and put in Daisy the Sugar Skull for the next drawing. Get you down so you can see what I'm doing here. Alright. And I really don't pay attention to what shirts I'm wearing when I'm doing stuff. I usually don't wear my good t-shirts when I'm doing resin. I wear old clothes that I've already gotten resin on. But I've had 3 or 4 comments about my t-shirts. So here you go. Here's my new one. So it says, apparently I have an attitude. And I do. Sometimes. Alright, so let's get, I'm going to put Alan and Jeannie together on these. Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie. That's one. Two. Three. I've got too many out here. Alright, that's 4. And then we're going to put Miss Stacy North. Okay. Now, I probably should have another jar, but I don't. For people who have already won. I may see if I can come up with a different jar to put the names of people who have already won, but I can guarantee you that Mr. Allen and Miss Jeannie's in there quite a few times because they've sent me a lot of blessing boxes, and they are so good. They are so good to me. I am blessed by them, by having them in my life. So they do send a lot of blessings. And Miss Jeannie will be back up for another month to stay with me, so we're both getting up in age now, so we got to spend as much time together as we can. So she's gonna come spend another month, and I'm gonna make her do some more YouTube videos with me, because we have fun. We argue, we kind of argue back and forth, but it's fun. Alright, so there's the names for that. I did have a couple other things that I poured, and I finished the wolf off, even though it was partially black here. But I poured him with some glow in the dark that I had made up for a project that my next project I'm going to be working on. Well, of course, it's going to be Dragon. So, if you guys want to watch, fine. If you don't watch that one, well, I'll be okay with it. It's a gift, so I got to get it done. So I want to work on that. But I am debating on whether I think I am going to put a clear coat on that. I just don't know what I'm going to coat it with. Aha. Okay. There you go. Yeah, turn the light back up something. There you go. Now, of course, this will probably go to my grandson, because he likes orange, and this is glow in the dark orange. Yeah, he asked me to make him, I did make him some. He asked me to make him some an AirPod cover for his AirPods. He wanted orange, so he got orange, glow in the dark orange. So it needs a little trimming, but I just poured it yesterday, so he'd been asking me for it. Yep. Turned out pretty cute, and it does glow. So, yeah, he's all about the glow in the dark. Alright, let me get my shout outs done. And then this video will be finished. Well, it might not be finished, because I want to show you what this looks like after I get a clear coat on it. So, let me wait on my shout outs. I'm going to do a clear coat on it. Okay, I'm back. I have the JDiction UV resin, so I'm going to put a coat of UV resin over the top of it. And I'm just going to do small areas and thin coats at a time so that I make sure that it cures. So let me just, this stuff's thick, which is a good thing when you're trying to coat something, I guess. I just want to make sure that I don't introduce more bubbles than what I really want here. I want it yeah, I don't really want that either. I want a certain scraper, and I don't see it. Darn it. I don't want that one. And it's probably down in my toolbox. And we'll just do this. Let me get you down so you can see what I'm doing. I just put a little on there, so I'm just gonna spread the thin coat out. I think it will help hide some of the air bubbles, plus I also think it'll help it be a little stronger, because it is a little weak in some areas because it's all cut out like that, but there's really nothing I can do about it. I'm just trying to get a thin coat here. If I get it on my mat, doesn't matter. I just washed it, but I can wash it again. It isn't that big a deal. I just really wanted a smaller tool to work with, but it's okay. Trying to just spread it and not leave big marks that I spread it out. If it falls down between the cutouts, I'm okay with that, as long as it cures. Just trying to, what the heck is that? Oh, probably a piece from where I cut it out. Darn it. Just trying to get it smoothed out. I wished I might have to just cure it. And then smooth it out as much as I can and cure it. And then do it again. Just trying to not leave big old, there's something else. And it's about time for my dogs to eat, so they're going to be probably making some noise here in a minute. Their tummy clocks will be going off, telling me it's time. Alright, I'm trying to get these smoothed out. This tool just ain't working as well as I would like for it to. So I think I better hit it and just go and hit it. And I'll just keep smoothing. So you don't need to sit and watch me do all of this. I just wanted you to see what I was going to do. I'm going to try and find my smaller tool. This one seems to have something on it. I wanted something that would help me smooth it out. This one seems to be smoother than that one was. Alright, I'll be back when I got it all done and show you what it looks like. Okay, I'm back, and it didn't turn out perfect, but I liked that the JDiction UV resin gave it some texture. I mean, it was hard to smooth it on all the cutouts, but I liked that it gave it some texture, and it still has the prism in it, so let me get you down and show you what it did here. Okay, it actually made the piece a lot stronger than it was. So that's what it did. And I like it. I like the way it turned out. I like that it's kind of rough in some places and it looks like it has texture. I like it. So, that being said, let's get... Ooh, it's still sticky on the back. Oops, took my gloves off a little too soon. Okay, so let me get my shout-outs done. All right. Wanda's Plus Creations. Stacy _ the Crafty Cat. Check her out. Cabbage Patch Soap. Resin Liz. India Brady Art. Art by me, Andrew Walker. Billy Holman Creations. Cosmic Carol Creations. Sam I Am Resin Crafts. Paranormal Girl. And these are some new ones I have. Mini Scenes, like seen in a movie. Mini Scenes GB. Loose Screws Crafts. Cynthia's Crafts and More. Marvelous Artsy. Resin Nut. And Toonpish Crafts. So I hope y'all enjoyed this one. The next one's gonna be a dragon. So bye for now.